Khan here for Seconds Out with, so nice we had to do it twice, Viddal Riley. Viddal, I know it's 1% battery and such, but how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, all the better for speaking to yourself with some fresh set of questions. Well, so I'm surprised I haven't asked you this. Where have you put the English title? Where does it sit in your demeanour?
Oh, the English title, I had to get it. I actually have to get it back. Yeah, I had it and then I had to send it back. So I'm having another one delivered.
Where are you putting it?
Probably putting my YouTube setup. It's my first professional title, so I feel like it needs to find a place in the YouTube setup.
If you haven't got it physically, you're wearing the crown of the English title right now. I read in your BBC Sport column that you still believe that there are those who question your legitimacy, and given your following, that being the kind of YouTube scene. Has winning the English title not answered that to enough of a degree to, silence those people who question your legitimacy?
Yeah, to be fair, I do feel like this year put an end to people looking at me as the influencer guy. I think there was a large, that thing was going around, and I've had enough fights now and shown enough skill that people, they know more than to think of me as a YouTube guy, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, was that specifically a tag you were looking to not shake off, but when it comes to being in the ring and serious about your career, looking to kind of make sure people don't bleed that in?
Well, I mean, they could have kept thinking that if they wanted to. My opponents can still think that if they want to. It's just the media and the narrative that they push. I didn't want that to be, I'm doing an interview with social media star. No. Now you can say English champion. So it just helps. And then you can add media star too if you want. But at least now there's something substantial to hold on to as the professional boxer that I am.
It seems like on the outside looking in, you've got that balance of your career now, inside and outside the ring. How hard was it to get that fine balance?
It was hard. I can't lie to you. It was hard. You get a lot of opportunities that come up when you're trying to build the socials, and of course the opponents get harder. People are dedicated and have less to think about. So you're going up against those guys, and you can't be in a deficit. So I had to learn to, expand the team and delegate more in order for me to stay on the top of my game.
You've always exhibited a calm demeanour, but when it comes to your career, are you kind of antsy now to kind of move forward now that the ball is really rolling?
Yeah, listen, I take everything in my stride. When the date is given to me, Ben said earlier on Talk Sport that I will be on the February the 3rd show. So when the date's given to me, we look how many weeks we need to prepare. We prepare and we get ready. And I don't feel like I need to be angry to do that. I don't feel like it's my job at the end of the day. And I've been doing it since I was 6 years old. So I just know how to prepare for fights. I know how to win fights, and that's what I do.
When is the headliner?
Hopefully some point in 2024. You got to ask Big Ben for that one.
Have you been pushing him for it?
No, not yet. Just seeing how obviously it's been mentioned, but not yet. The time, we'll know when the time is right. The time for me right now is to defend my English title and then push on for the British title, and hopefully that British title fight is the main event.
Speaking of time, you have time on your hands on the champions because of your age and looking to kind of build that experience, get the miles on the clock, as you were saying previously. But what is your own time frame in terms of getting to those big fights, the big fights that have that real significance?
I'd like to be world champion by 28. That's what I say. That's what I've said since a while, to be honest. I think from 19, 20, I thought when I'm 28, I should be world champion. I've always kind of had that goal. So I feel like I'm on track to do that. I'm 26 now. I feel like 24 months could be ready for that time.
You and Isaac Chamberlain, an unavoidable fight?
Hopefully it's a fight that happens. No guarantees. A lot of, how boxing is, anything can change, but I just really feel like with him being in the position he's in as British and Commonwealth champion, for me to want to push on, it would make a good fight. It would make a big fight.
Big fights indeed, and big conversations you've been having too. I saw part of your conversation with Leon Edwards, and he said he was interested in boxing. A lot of people are interested in crossing over into boxing now. How do you feel Leon Edwards was fair in this sphere?
Well, it depends who he goes up against. You know what I mean? We're not going to put him. What does he weigh? Welterweight in UFC is 170, so he would be a super middleweight. We're not going to put him in there Benavides. Do you know what I mean? But someone, we can make it work. And at the end of the day, he's a world champion in combat, and we've seen with Francis Ngannou that when you are, there's something you can learn and there's something you can do.
A couple of quick breakdowns from you. Gib versus Slim. It's rumoured. Good fight indeed. Who are you favouring?
Gib, yeah. I favour Gib to win. I actually done a video on my channel this week. It's like a breakdown of each of their stats, and Gib came out on top. Not from me being biased, I'm very fair, but I think Gib has more to offer in that fight than Slim. But Slim has the puncher's advantage, and he's very durable as well. He's hard to break down, so it'll definitely give Gib trouble, but Gib will come out on top.
Small Council giving Gib a bit of a hard time, so he's never been recognised as a champion. Sure, there's never been anything around his waist as such, but in terms of his demeanour, how he carries himself, and the challenges he takes up, that's a champion's mentality, I believe.
Yeah, but I guess it's like me before I won the English title. You can have all the energy and the talk and everything of a champion, but no one's gonna look at you as a champion until you have the belt. That's the truth. You have to look at yourself that way before you have it, but you can't expect anyone else to look at you as a champion with no belt. So the Small Council, what they're saying is reasonable, and it's true. I feel like to top off his career, having a belt would be the way.
Someone who was in your sights, but you said, look, I'm no longer interested, I'm focused on my career, is Tommy Fury, who's now heavily rumoured to be fighting Roy Jones Jr., which is an interesting direction to go down. What are your thoughts on that direction that Tommy might be going down?
So it's just Tommy, innit? It's just Tommy. Like, I can't even say any more than that because I don't really have much more to say on it. It's just disappointing, innit? It's just no one's gonna respect that. But it's not about respect, it's about money. So, and I'm sure you'll make good money for it. So that's the path he's chosen. He's chosen the money route, not the world title route. I don't know, man. Maybe he's gonna prove us all wrong, but the direction he's gone in, I don't know how it ends with a world title. But maybe he's gonna prove us all wrong.
I know, so you're mindful now that boxing is opening and closing doors. Do you feel like in the future that you two will face each other in the ring?
I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
Does that disappoint you?
Nah. Nah, it doesn't, because there's a time, I think, for things to happen, and once that wave passes, it passes. It can even happen with me and Isaac. There's a time, and I can feel it. And when it's gone, I know it's gone. That's why I don't force anything, because I just feel we're in a different wavelength now. Hopefully that doesn't happen with me and Isaac. I'll be more disappointed if that happens with me and Isaac, because it's in the traditional realm. It's within the realm, that I want to be in, and there's a lot to gain, title-wise. With Tommy, it's like, boo-hoo, man. Whatever, man. Like, cool, it would have been good. I've said something, you said no one knows me. I've said something, you say no one knows me. All right, bro. Do your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's redundant to me. Like, it's cool. I just let him do his thing now, man. Wish you the best. Do your thing. I wouldn't fight a 54-year-old man and then say that I have aspirations of being world champion, but do your thing, bro.
Appreciate your response on that. Finally, you signed up with 258 Management. The head of the table at 258, Anthony Joshua takes on Otto Wallin. People are calling this a tricky fight for him, heading into December 23rd. Do you feel that's the tricky fight for him, and how do you feel he comes through the test of Otto Wallin?
I think he's going to struggle early because Wallin's slippery, southpaw slippery. If we see the older AJ who was more to the guy, I think he will cause some damage in Wallin early. He could upset him early, but I predict AJ to try and box him in the beginning, and then when we get to like the 6th to 9th round, AJ start bullying him and put the damage on him and hopefully get the stoppage.
You be there?
If they pay, yeah.
Lastly, I've got to end on yourself. Look, 2024 coming very soon. Got a message to your fans about what can they expect to see from you in the ring.
First of all, shout out to all my fans, shout out to all my subscribers, and shout out to the people who have a genuine interest in what we continue to build on the platform. I haven't been in JJ's camp for a long time. I haven't trained KSI for a long time, so you can't expect to see those videos, but still stand by. And the people that are already here, I appreciate you. We always have new ideas cooking, and we will get the British title in 2024. Have a good Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Released in the room for a reason. Thanks for being SecondsOut. Appreciate it.